Hey YouTube, sorry I haven't made a video in a while about my truck. It's finally nicer out. I've had some other setbacks recently. I'm going to install the exhaust today. I've already put the engine and transmission and stuff back in. I didn't film that because I was having computer issues and what have you. So I'll show you what I did. Hopefully, I do have some pictures of it. I'll try and edit into this video. So I'll give you a quick walk around of the truck. I ended up going with the Acel super coils. Coupled with motorcraft plugs. I reused injectors from a previous intake manifold because they weren't in bad shape. This is actually the PI intake manifold that's on here. I have my old one here somewhere. This is the old non-PI intake manifold. And you can see in the corner here I actually cracked it taking it off. So it's no good anymore anyway. I'm going to strip it and get rid of it. You got my new AC compressor, brand new alternator, brand new water pump. The water pump's been on pretty much the whole series. You can see I sprayed my exhaust manifolds with high temperature paint. I need to make a bracket up for my oil dipstick and my transmission fluid dipstick. This one is supposed to bolt right here. There's supposed to be a bolt that goes in there. However, on the old head, it was so corroded I couldn't get it out, so I just sliced the bracket. So I've got to make some type of another bracket and bolt it in there. I'm in the process, I don't know if you can see through here, of hooking up my Y pipe, which I also reused against better judgment, but it's a $600 to $700 part to replace. So now the oil dipstick on this truck is actually, that's ice actually falling down the gutter, is actually off a 2004 5.4. So it doesn't fit exactly, so I've kind of got to also modify the bracket down here. I probably can't see it from the camera angle. To bolt to the side of the head. I had bought the correct one, however it snapped when I tried to put it in, so I had this one, and I'm going to try and utilize that. It's already in there, I just got to figure out how to bolt it up. So you can see I get all my fuel lines and stuff hooked up. I've got a Fram oil filter on there for now, but I am going to put a Motorcraft filter on there. It's going to get changed shortly after I start it. My engine guys say that I need to run this motor between 1500 and 1800 RPM when I first start it up for a good 15 to 20 minutes and then shut it down and change the oil. I was planning on doing this a few weekends ago, however I need a radiator to actually run it that long, so I've got to pick up a radiator. Still looking at going with the aluminum one, but I'm not quite sure yet. I was going to throw a used one in it just for now, but I really want the aluminum one, just because this truck is going to be going back and forth from Rhode Island and Maine quite a bit, so I want the good stuff in it. Alright, hopefully you can hear me. The camera is actually under the truck. This piece you're looking at actually engages as four-wheel drive via vacuum. This is a problem I ran into when I put the engine and transmission in. It was actually seized up, so I pulled that little rubber boot back, oiled it up, and got it to unfree itself. It's about $150 to $200 part to replace. That's an aftermarket replacement. I don't know what the dealer wants for it. I really didn't want to think about it, so I was able to unstick it, and hopefully she works. Alright, this is my brand new, I just picked it up literally about an hour ago, Thrush welded muffler. I'm going to put this on. I was going to put the Flowmaster on, but this one's a little cheaper, and I plan on putting duals in the truck at some point. So this is a well-built muffler. I got it from Advanced for $39, and these are the two pipes that are actually going to go from the Y pipe into the muffler, and I've already actually hung the tailpipe. I'll show you. You can see the tailpipe is already on the truck. I did it about 2 weekends ago, along with putting the Y pipe back in. I've got some rust here I've got to fix. It's pretty serious, so I'm not sure. I may cut this out and make up a patch to go in here, or I might just replace the bed if I can find another one. Now laying under the truck, you can see that the back of the tailpipe here, and you can see that I've got my Y pipe in along with my transfer case, and that's a two-guy job to get in. I've got some wires to reconnect, and I've got my cross member that's back in as well. However, I also have some more bolts to put in that. I've got my drive shaft for the four-wheel drive hooked up. Just got to check the bolts on that, make sure it's nice and tight. no drips. I've already put oil in it. I did actually add a zinc additive per my engine guy. It was made by Lucas. It's about $14 at Advance, and he said to definitely add that. The instructions for that say to run it for 1,000 miles and then drain it. However, he said to add it and then run it for 15 to 20 minutes at 15 to 1800 RPMs, shut it down, and completely change the oil.